Hello there, I'm Ryan Chan, the CEO and founder of UpKeep, and today we're about to take a fascinating journey into the world of fixed assets. We'll be exploring what they are, their vital role in business operations, and why their tracking is essential. I'll also be shedding light on some common examples of fixed assets to help you understand them better. Ready to dive in? Let's get started. Fixed assets are one of two major categories of physical property for a company, and they're unique because they remain in one place during business operation. Unlike movable assets or inventory items that are consumed in a production process, fixed assets are usually one-time investments with longer lifespans. You might be wondering, what exactly is a fixed asset? Well, it refers to tangible property, equipment, or material owned by a company for long-term periods. They're not easily or readily convertible to cash because they're not meant to be. Instead, they're significant pieces of property that are essential to sustain operations. You might also hear them referred to as capital assets, or collectively known as property, plant, and equipment. Now let's talk about some examples of fixed assets. First, we have land, which includes grounds, real estate, or property owned by the company. This can provide spaces for facilities to be built or even serve as a general holding area or storage space. Second, we have furniture like tables, chairs, workstation divisions, and other office equipment. This can also include specialized types of furniture like tool cabinets or work tables. Third, we have equipment. Production machinery and industrial equipment are some of the most vital assets of a plant. Basic equipment components generally include pumps, valves, and electric motors, which can form more complex structures like entire cooling systems or massive conveyor systems. And lastly, we have buildings. Physical structures and facilities, such as buildings, are also considered fixed assets. The size of a facility owned by an organization highly depends on the requirements of their operations and their capacity to utilize space. But remember, while fixed assets are meant for long-term applications, they're not indestructible. They're subject to the usual wear and tear that comes with everyday use. That's why it's important to understand the asset life cycle, which describes the series of stages that assets go through from acquisition to disposal. This includes the creation or acquisition of an asset, the utilization of an asset, the maintenance management program, and evaluation to renew or dispose of an asset. So why should we track fixed assets? Well, there are several reasons, starting with maintenance. Fixed assets include equipment and machinery that are critical to sustaining production. To maximize the useful life of these machines, they need proper care and attention. Safety and compliance is another reason. Fixed assets also directly relate to safety standards. Plant facilities, as well as industrial equipment and processes, need to adhere to best practices in safety and risk reduction. And lastly, most fixed assets depreciate over time. By calculating depreciation, an organization can approximate the current value of an asset. This information can be used to assess the best course of action in the event of a breakdown. It's also important for more accurate tax computations. Now, how do we calculate depreciation? There are four main methods: straight-line depreciation, double declining balance depreciation, units of production depreciation, and sum of years digits depreciation. Each of these methods takes slightly different assumptions on the rate and impact of devaluation. But calculating depreciation can be complex, which is where tools like enterprise asset management and computerized maintenance management system software come in. These systems help to pool all the valuable information you have per asset to allow for more data-driven decisions. Finally, let's talk about asset hierarchy in maintenance software. This refers to a system that links your assets together, giving you a bigger picture of how your plant works. An example would be the use of parent-child logic in managing records. So even though fixed assets don't move around a facility, are not consumed, and have a lower risk of theft, it's important to track them for several reasons. By tracking these critical fixed assets, a company can schedule preventive maintenance tasks based on time, usage, or asset performance. In conclusion, some of the most valuable resources of any company are considered fixed assets. While these are relatively permanent objects within the plant, their value is not everlasting. But with the right tools and processes, we can extend the useful life of these assets, allowing them to perform their jobs and more. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of fixed assets. We've covered what they are, why they're essential to business operations, and how to track and manage them effectively. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. For more resources and tools to help your maintenance and reliability teams be more successful, visit us at upkeep.com. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.